Hello guys, welcome to Mark Shrimp Tanks. In today's video we're going to be building another Blue Dream aquarium and it's coming right up. Alright guys, before we go any further, right, I want to try and explain a little bit why I'm going to build this other beautiful little Blue Dream tub that we're going to make shortly, right? I have it all planned out in my head what we're going to do. We're going to add some plants, etc., all that kind of good stuff. But the main reason I'm doing it, guys, is because I want to expand on my Neocaridina colonies in here, right? And the one that's thriving the most for me right now, the ones that are breeding the best, simply are my Blue Dreams. I have one tank up there with the males, and I have one tank down there with the majority of them being females, and I'm going to have like a big baby boom pretty soon, right? Because in that tank over there, is probably 95% females. All the girls are buried. There's already a lot of little young in there, and I wanted to just like plan ahead a little bit and make another tank while we have time and space. Right guys, this is where my Blue Dream female tank is. This is where the overflow of males go. And over here, just excuse the mess because you guys know this is like a working shrimp room. I come in here every day and I do stuff. This is where we're going to put our lovely little tub over here, right? And you can see I've already got the water prepared, plants already prepared. Let me quickly go over what this is. This is a 40-litre plastic tote that is food grade. I'll put an image up here right now so you guys can see what to look for this kind of thing, because all these plastic tubs are not the same. Also guys, it's very important that you degrease this type of container, right? Because when they're often made with an acetone just to give them a shine. You can probably see all the shininess on here, right? That's not something that the plastic naturally looks like. So they add acetone to it. Not all of them do, but to remove the actual acetone residue from it, right, you will need to use some washing up liquid, or you only need a few drops, right? I'll put a picture up here right now of the one that I use, and you need to give it a good wash, right? And this will make your container shrimp safe. We have our sand over here. We have plants. I'm going to go with some salvinia, and we're going to go with some Java fern here. It's on a piece of wood, which is always nice. We have our water here as well. Some ram's horn snails that I baited onto this little piece of cucumber yesterday. Let's get our substrate in. This is just plain sand. It is perfect for a basic Neocaridina tank. Let's get our filter in. Next guys, we're going to add a plate to the tank, and this is simply to diffuse the pressure of the water in it, right? That's how far we're already. We're going to add the water. This container holds approximately 40 litres, so we're going to just pour it straight in. It should be quite clean because this was pre-washed sand. There's the first bucket. Let's get the second one in. You see the advantages of adding a plate to the container. The water stays really clear. And we're going to fill it up to about there. That is perfect. That's 36 litres of water exactly. This container looks much bigger than 36 litres of water. So what we're going to do next, guys, is we're actually going to change out one of these sponge filters for one of the sponges in one of my other tanks. First, guys, what we're going to do here is we're going to squeeze this filter in this container. Right, because this will have lots and lots of beneficial bacteria. It'll be full of junk. You see how dirty that's coming out? Give it a good squeeze. And what this will do, right, it will help seed the tank, and it will help to seed this other sponge filter there. Let's get this one, let's give it a squeeze as well, just to get rid of the air and get it to suck in some of that goodness. Put you on. And let's attach this to the bank now, all the way to the base, pushing against the plastic. Sometimes they work fantastically, sometimes they don't, right guys? And for you guys that are looking from up there, we want this to go clockwise or counterclockwise. Either way is fine. Right, and I like to have it so that the nozzle here is slightly above the water and no more. Right, so the water will go this way. Let's remove our plate. Let's switch on the air. Let's get this on full whack. Let's go. We want it on full whack because we want the sponges to start doing their jobs. Alright Shrimp Fam, I didn't mention this before, but if you're using tap water, it's very important that you use something that dechlorinates the water. I love to use Prime or Safe, and that is because it is very, very good at what it does, and it is very, very concentrated. This is the new version of Prime, or the concentrated version of Prime. And let me just show you guys what I mean here. If you have any issues with chlorine or chloramines in your tap water, use this stuff, right? Because all you need is 1/4 of a teaspoon, right, in 1,250 litres of water for it to work. Right, so this tub is much, much smaller. So all we're going to do here is we're going to add a little pinch. Just spread it across. If you do not have a mature filter to use in the first place, this is the other thing I would suggest you using, is stability. We're going to add 5 ml to this tank. I already have a mature filter in here, but it's just to show you. 5 ml is 1 capful, straight into the tank. Spread evenly across the surface. And that will help you cycle it. Next, guys, we're going to add our powdered goldfish flakes, and what this does is it will help to spread this powder all across every single surface in the tank, and it will create a nice healthy environment for your shrimp and for future shrimp to munch on. Now let's have a little see what this looks like. Across the surface. And bear in mind, guys, if you add this to your tank, if you don't have a lot of plants, you will get a lot of algae, so be warned. Let's add in our snails. Simply plop them in. I'm going to put in the piece of cucumber as well. They can eat away and munch that too. Just check the inside of your cup like this, because as you can see here, the ram's horn snails love to cling on that little bit extra. Oh, gone. Next is our big Java fern. This is a lovely, lovely big plant. Okay. It's gorgeous, the size of this thing. Right, and it is actually on a piece of wood. Here you can see it. And I'm just going to plop it in dead center. I actually just noticed as well there's some water tank on that plant too. Right, this will help mop up any excess nutrients in the tank. Let's add some salvinia while we're here. I want to give this a healthy dose of plants in the beginning, guys, because this is when it will probably produce the most amount of algae. Right, so you want to be heavy with the plants in the beginning. One of the last things to go in here today will be this big Indian almond leaf that I've had pre-soaking in a bucket for about a week. Right, this is covered in slime, it's covered in goodness, and it will go in, and things like this are a good indicator on how well the shrimp are doing in the tank, because if the leaf is being eaten, then it shows you the tank is healthy. If it's not being eaten for some reason, then maybe you're overfeeding. It has been a few days. We have culled some more shrimp out of this tank, and we've removed 90% of the males out of this tank as well, right? So this tank is primed for breeding. We have 1 buried female in here already. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video at all, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Happy shrimp keeping.